For Skellige's glory!
Yes! For the glorious Skellige, let's get this going. Though, honestly speaking, going first is not a strength. It is unfortunately quite a weakness for this deck. I like what this hand is holding. Oh, Tourney Joust, it's really good. I can't, but with Morel's in hand, he does the same thing as Tourney Joust except for the shield. So luckily we do have a proactive play. Let's get that going. Okay, what do I want for the next round? I think I could, yeah, Venkarl putting him back for later rounds is, yes, best card, because this is the way we're finishing off anyway, so great stuff. We have the Immortals, we can put that down for 2 pings this round. That's at least a solid 8-point play. This leader ability can be a little frightening, but let's try and do this. What I'm thinking...
Those who seek wisdom in dreams perish as fools.
Dope voice line. What I'm thinking is let's do this and we'll follow with a Saltkirk. Maybe we can get him to spend 1 charge. Now, Guerrilla Tactics is also probably one of the stronger abilities in Arena. Okay, that gets answered perfectly fine. Didn't expect that to make it too far, but at least I thought he would get a round in. I'm thinking if we Saltkirk here and we boost Saltkirk up, we are putting ourselves in very dangerous territory in terms of toll removal. But ultimately the goal of placing Saltkirk down now would be just to extract one of these leader charges, because as I was saying, Guerrilla Tactics is probably one of the stronger leader abilities in Arena. The fact that you can move things out of the row they're meant to go into, it serves as silence with a 2-point damage on it. It can go a long, long way. Alright, let's do this. I'm not gonna boost it up. I'm not gonna boost it up just yet. I'm very afraid of toll removal, especially considering how far we are right now. Going on the 7th win, a lot of people will have something very similar to this. This is the kind of hands I start expecting at 7 wins. I always think that people will have huge... And there's movement.
Curse you! Curse you, Dwan!
Well, isn't that something? Not the movement I expected, but the movement we got. Okay, we're still ahead by 6. I could... Oh, Striga doesn't work here until we boost, so I could Morealis this down to put it into a 3 into Falbor range. In case we want to try to set up something that way to win the round off. I could also copy Selkirk, but with this on board, it'll be a useless copy. So yeah, let's do this. Let's set up Falbor here.
Love to hear him beg for mercy. Not that it helps.
We're setting up Falbor here because I want to get out of this round in the next card, Falbor. I want to play this down and get out of the round. So I want to make a really commanding lead, and that's fine. This is actually really good for us. He's gonna get 6 points of value out of this. He gets 6 points of value out of this, so that's fine, but this will counteract that pretty nicely. So we do this, we boost her up at the back here, and we leave the rounds. Now, keeping that in mind, we are far enough ahead to just pass coming up. And once again, I'm not... The way I look at things in Arena sometimes, it's not that Lasse is not as important as it is in Constructed. Constructed, when you're playing, you have a game plan, and usually your last 1-2 cards are so powerful. You don't want them to get removed, you don't want them to be interfered with, or, you know, like a Geralt Axie or an Igni where you're resetting a row. You want to be like, okay, I want to be the last person so I can reset the row. With Arena, the thought process is a little bit different from me. Okay, we are quite a far ahead here, and if he does have a second poison, I have nothing to. I can't purify or prevent this from getting killed by a second poison. So I think it's a good turn to pass. Committing another card here could easily see us falling behind. So anyway, as I was saying, the way I look at it with Arena is, it's not as important to have last say. Yes, you will have cards. Fair enough, but you don't get ahead. He's gone out and he needs to commit leader charges. He needs to commit more leader charges. It's not enough, but Ragnarok procs at the beginning of my turn. Another leader charge to finish this round off. Keep going, all of them. Give me all your charges. Oh, it is at the end of the turn. Why do I, at the start of the owner's turn, split? I am confused. When he passes, I shouldn't have a start to my turn. That should not have procced. What do I know? I'm okay with keeping the Drowning here as a pass play, so that's what I'm going to do. I want to have at least one card to pass the round in case we're doing an instant pass, but if he wants to push, I'm very happy with his hand is. And there we go. So finally, as I want to finish, when you're in Arena, last say can be important. Yes, it definitely can be important, because they are, like for me, last say here would mean that our Verkarl is safe and we get our full value here. But what's more important, I believe, is you need to try. Oh, that's very nice. Okay, I can't complain about anything here. What's more important is you just need to try and build a hand for round 3. Just build a very good hand where it can just flourish in round 3. And like here, we have built a very good hand. An extremely, insanely good hand. So we're going to start off with our Dire Hound, as we always do. Start getting that value. He might try to remove it. Even using his last leader charge. We can then Letho copy that. But I might hold up on Letho. Maybe I wouldn't mind copying.
Will crush you.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Okay, we can do Letho now, because he's clearly not.
Improvise.
That is a very weak play. That's a 2-point morale. It stops an engine, but it still just equals the Dire Hound. It doesn't stop. Once again, that's also not the strongest play. I'm very okay with how things are going so far. Let's take down our next engine. So this is now where he is going to look at this and be like, this should frighten him a bit, because he might think this is where all our leader charges are going to go, so he might start dedicating a lot of removal to this. There we go. Let's get all that good removal out of his hand, so that when the time comes to play our big boys, nothing is stopping them. Okay, so this is a good turn to go Joachim here. Let's see what to grab. A field medic.
What do you want of me?
Why not? I mean, probably the worst grab we could have gotten, but hey, it is fine. It gave us enough points. The beast comes down. Sadly, I can't do anything about that card. I would need to give it a status effect to terminate it. How do we go about doing that? I think we go second Joachim de Vet here, hoping for the lock. Alternatively, we can do a Strigger play while we have the advantage, but Even if I knock this down to 2, it'll be a very useless knock. Vern Carl is interesting. Vincent is fine. Okay, this is gonna be a second Joachim de Vet play.
Let us finish this.
Again and again.
Okay, he's got the beast. We've got Tamir and Drummer. He's getting 1 point on us every turn. It's fine. It's not the most ideal play. I would have honestly preferred our lock here. I would have preferred Aguera here. Corsair would have been phenomenal, but it's okay.
The child, return her to me.
The lock comes down. It's pretty heavy, but
Might not like me. You sure as shit need me.
let's just take that 8-point play. Keeps us ahead, and we're about to lose dominance in 2 ticks, so the Striga has to calm down. So Striga has to come down this turn. Okay, I'm okay with just knocking down one of our cards. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be really tight. But I think with Vern Carl as lost, another Ragnarok comes down. Is Vincent gonna be a 4-point play? I refuse to give Vincent just a 4-point play. I think this is the time for Vern Carl. And yeah, we can play this to the back. Let's do this like this, so that way. The reason I'm doing this now is because if the champion can absorb some of these Ragnarok hits, we can heal it back up with a ping on Vincent and then eating it up. So, keeping that in mind, I believe this is the best play going forward. And then, still looking for a Vincent target.
Wasted arrows, that lot.
Unfortunate. All right, since Vincent is a Northern Realms, he knows what to do. Like that's spot on. Let's be honest. That's actually a very good play. Okay, since Vincent is a Northern Realms card, the tourney is the better play here. So let's give it that beautiful 16-point boost. Yes, he gets a little bit more value off of his beasts, but I'm perfectly fine with that. Considering we are 20 points ahead, it's fine. That's really interesting. That would have given him a boost on the beasts, and he chose to actually not take the boost. Like that is, I do feel that is quite an interesting thing to do, where. And then we're just eating that. It's a consume trigger. It's not even. It doesn't even hurt us at all. Yeah, that was actually very interesting, because I would have left that as is a 16-point play. This would have been. These two would have been pushed up to 16, potentially winning him the game. Let's see. Okay, not even close. But not even close. But that's a very interesting play. Yeah, you should, if you're in that situation, let the beasts grow. Don't damage the highest unit on the board. And once again, 7 wins, 0 losses. We are just killing it out here. Just jump into the next one.
Close ranks.
Close ranks, open ranks, pincer maneuver. Doesn't matter what you come with at us with. We might have the answer for you. All right. Probably not the best card to drop. That was actually a mistake. I should have kept Nature's Rebuke over Tourney Joust, but it shouldn't cost us too much in the grand scheme of things. Like here, Nature's Rebuke obviously would have been the perfect hit, but luckily we do have a Drowner just to get that out the way. I was actually thinking this is the most powerful lock in the game, because if you move something, if you move something out of a row like this, even if it gets purified at the back, if it requires a melee trigger, this just kills it on 2 levels. I think this is probably the most powerful lock in the game. I think movement. I'm thinking to lock this as well. We're very early on, and I would like to just keep dominant. I could also maybe go Selkirk, but the fact that he's dropped his Uncrate Greatsword on the front means he's got some damage, and that damage could potentially be the worst type. So let's play on the front. I'm gonna lock this, push to the back, and then we'll play on the front just to avoid any kind of purified din damage shenanigans. What I was talking about right now is he does have the option to purify that, and then maybe there is.
We've sailed into troubled waters, mate.
Let's put a little bleeding down that. Only 1 charge or 1 ping or 1 hit of that. Not very concerning. If it gets... Okay. Wait, what? I do wish I had an answer for that, but sadly we do not. Having an answer to that could... and he reserved the ping. That's also... I don't know why he's reserving the ping, so when he spawns next one he can hit that as well. Pretty good plays, pretty good plays. Puts him in a very good position for this round. Puts me in a not very good position for this round. Do we just go Aguera true form here, see if we can find an answer to this? I think this is the best play. Yeah, let's do this. I mean, the Aguera gods are shining on us. This is the second time that Aguera has come through and just given us the perfect answer to a situation. And seeing what we did see there, those 3 selections, I'm happy we used her right now. I'm so happy that we just used her right now, because later on I don't think that would have been as helpful. Okay, so our opponent is now 2 points down, and we are approaching that break point. Oh dear.
Tomorrow we sup at home.
I will say it's got a lot of order triggers. This getting the Ballista to 2 charges is very impressive. Okay, so that opens up the play for him to just ping that and grab. That's what we're gonna do. This might seem very strange, but we're going to just give this bleeding and then take this out of the game. Like, that's you know, there we go. That's perfect. That's the. And then I can even Vincent that down to kill it, but that would honestly be rather stupid. So let's play Selkirk here. It puts us ahead by 3 points. At the same time, gives us quite a commanding presence on the board, where he will have to, you know, he will have to bring down some. Are you serious? Do you value a second charge on that over a Selkirk hit? Selkirk has the ability to just knock you on your face. Immortals isn't going to get a lot of value going forward, since we only have 1 charge, and we are still hoping for a Vilcarl ping, so we are more than happy to all the time to play the Immortal here and gain the advantage. Now we're sitting with the Selkirk. It's a very heavy card, and I almost feel like we should take out the Ballista down, get the most value possible, so that his next card is basically going to be go big or go home. Let's do that. Let's put him in that position. Let's put him in the position where he basically now has to go big or home. Give me one of your biggest cards, one of your biggest threats that you hopefully were trying to save for round 3, and now we want it. And like I said, like here, I think we're building a very good hand for round 3.
Your blood smells sweet.
That's our pass. That is our pass. The bleeding on point. I think the sacrifice that we did with the ritual to prevent the Gwent Revenant earlier actually paid off quite a bit, because we got Carlo out and he took down a Drowner.
We retreat! We hide! Someone to return!
Yeah, we are sitting pretty. When Anna comes down. We could have definitely pushed him out of this round and really made his life miserable, but I'm happy with where we are. I want more cards. I want Vincarl through draw, not through Joachim. Prophet's good. Vikram Varanovis is good. You can go. You can go. We're looking for Vincarl. It's have to mulligan aggressively. So let's drop down the Vicar. See what we have. Fist Tech. So bad. So bad. What are we putting on the top of our deck? It doesn't matter. I just let's put the Temerian Drummer. It's fine. Keep the Fist Tech in hand. It doesn't matter what we kept there. It's just nice to see what we have on top of our deck. So the reason I kept Fist Tech over Temerian Drummer, this is just a very nice mulligan target, whereas Temerian Drummer is not. Having said that, I knew I'd always get this back. So Vincarl comes into the game. Now we are in probably the best situation we want to be. Temerian Drummer can get kicked out, but I'm gonna keep this hand as is. Hear me out. The plan here is we start with the Prophet, right?
Not all sins deserve to be absolved.
Then we play down the Temerian Drummer if the Prophet survives. Prophet he can't get real value this game. Selkirk is gone, so his best friend is no longer here to play with him. So he's like, well, I'll go play by myself in the dirt. Tra-la-la-la. And the Temerian Drummer can come down, start boosting him. Also just giving this shield, forcing our opponent to answer this. Then we'll play the Mutated Hound next to the... Alright, we'll just Vincent this.
All gentlemen have their vices.
We're gonna just play a Vincent right there. I mean, if he had to Blue Dream into Selkirk to try to get rid of the Prophet, I feel that throwing down Vincent this early is more than an okay play. That's really good for us. Let's go with the Drummer now.
Left, right, left.
And I'm playing Drummer over Hound because I want to bait out maybe a Tourney Joust. I don't think he has any removal in his hand at all, but in case he does, I'm willing to sacrifice 2 points in boosting to have to test for anything else. If Theodore comes down, that's whatever for us. We'll put a shield onto that, so that starts getting boosted. We'll do Letho next turn to copy that. I don't know if Letho, when he comes down, does his deployability trigger first and then...
I hate portals.
I mean, you can hate them, but they are here to stay right now, so... Yeah, it's over. It's... Let's test this out. Let's test this out. Let's see what happens. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's good to know. It's good to know that Letho will get his triggers off first, and then other cards will come in afterwards. So that's good. And I mean, what more is there to say? We're about to ride in on golden steeds called
like the way you die, human.
Joachim de Vets. I mean, here, I'll give you more Eternals. There you go.
Enough! Let us finish this.
Tell me the jest.
Boost the Temerian Drummer back up. Does this make for a nice Scorch target? Not really. Though it will be in sync next turn. So let's play around Scorch and Igni. Damien Delator.
My ward, under my protection.
You know what? I can't do anything against Damien.
I shall flog them into submission.
13. That's beautiful. This is gonna play nicely around Scorch. I'm just thinking, where is the best place to put? If we do it here, the Hound goes up to 11, then 13, so that's fine. That goes up, so we can do it right here. And I don't want to kill anything. That's got thriving, so let's just take the boost off of that. And we have won this game. I mean, significantly. So yeah, if there's a Scorch, Striga is here to protect us against Scorch and Igni. Very happy about that. There, and there, and there.
This house will be reaping black-clad heads.
It's close. Oh no, okay, so it's...
Thou worthy.
This should have been played 2 turns ago to try to protect Damien. But who am I to say? No, I misclicked, my bad. It doesn't matter, but my finger slipped there. And we could have had a little bit more to show off our strength, but not necessary. Guys, we did it. We're going to 9 wins, 0 losses. Let's just jump to the next game. Uncrate! Let's do this! Sorry for screaming. I'm excited. It's been quite a while since we went 9-0, and I finally have this opportunity. Like, okay, you can go. The rest of this hand looks rather decent, but I still need a proactive play. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But we can do Prophet as a proactive play. Once again, it's not the worst loss if we lose him. Oof, that's pretty decent. But I would rather have you on later round, to be honest. So yeah, we could go Prophet as the proactive play here. It's not the worst to lose him. All he does is he provides a little bit of support to Selkirk, and if we're really desperate, he can give us places to distribute our leader charges in a later round. But starting off the game, let's do this. Let's go Prophet here.
Those who seek wisdom in dreams perish as fools.
Let's see what our opponent has to answer this. Okay, so he locks it. Once again, not the worst. I wasn't feeling committed to the Prophet. I wasn't.
Waste of time for one like me.
Okay, I'm gonna just boost this. Let's see if we can get the Temerian Drummer to survive. If he has a Scorch here, then he has a Scorch here. What we'll do is, okay, Corsair comes down.
Gods are blowing fair winds today.
That's actually pretty okay for us. Okay, so let's put Selkirk down here, and it's a little early. But what else do we have? Striga? Striga is a little bit more in value. Also, we don't have to deal with that just yet, and with a Foulbore in hand, this is a very juicy target. I might even Vincent this back here. It's as crazy as that might sound, that's not the worst idea. We could also Litho the Temerian Drummer. There's so many good plays, but it's also one of those things where I don't want to waste cards because we have a round 3 we have to consider, and going to round 3, what cards don't I want? Let's start thinking about it that way. Let's start thinking like, what?
We place our trust in you, eternal flame.
What cards are we looking at saying, you know what, in round 3 these are not necessary and we could do without them? Foulbore right here is one of those cards that are like, you're not the most necessary. We have engines that we're gonna rely on. We could alternatively play Vincent here. And I think we'll do this. I actually think that Vincent here is not the worst play, because
You sure as shit need me.
this is gonna open up a line of play for us. A very good line of play. We can go Falbor. Okay. We're happy. Early pass. We have a very strong short round. Depending on our draws here, we could push him to the max. How crazy would it be to try and 2-0 on a 9-win game? I mean, you give me a card like that, it doesn't seem that crazy anymore. Field Medic over Tourney Joust. This is 5, this is 4. Putting this back could give us a Joachim the Vet draw, which I wouldn't want. Oh my word, we have all the pieces and we have all the tools we need to push our opponent almost all the way. Okay, let's test the water. This is us testing the water, okay? We have a second Dire Hound in deck and a Joachim the Vet, so I'm pretty okay with just putting this down for now and just testing the water. Just test the water and see where it takes us. Vest coming down, not that frightening. I don't have anything I would need. Okay, I'm gonna try this. It's I don't know, I feel by doing this it's very cocky. You know what I mean? Like putting this down now and copying and getting this engine going, it feels very cocky, but at the same time
Improvise.
At the same time, hopefully I'm just gonna be baiting out some really strong removal from him. Like let's withdraw anything that could really hurt us in the next round. We still have just an insanely strong hand. We can get rid of the Field Medic and a Joachim, a Turney, a Vincent, all these cards. I am very happy with that. It might not seem like it, but that makes me very happy too. Withdraw a Gaunter O'Dimm from him is very good. That's solid removal. Now the Ikemaras could hurt us, but what I love about where we are right now in the game is as long as we have Vincent, those Ikemaras are very vulnerable to us. So let's get rid of that. Drowner is pretty good. I'm gonna keep the Nature's Rebuke. I'm gonna throw out the Field Medic. Didn't get the Vincent. Did not get the Vincent. We can at least use the Vicovaro here to...
For the clan! For Skellige!
Okay, is that worth locking? Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Humans are not to be trusted.
Yeah, it is. Let's just lock this up quickly.
Ill wind blows.
In the way I'm looking at this now is, let's get every single point we can from this game, and locking this now could prevent us from dealing with a Svalbard Priest coming down. Svalbard Priest is a pretty good pick in Arena. Whenever I see him, I would pick him because it is a very decent engine. And then later on in your Arena, if you start getting cards like Blue Boy Lugos, you feel very good about that. So that is whatever. Let's now see what's top of our deck.
How did that incantation go?
Damien Delatour on the top of our deck. We could at least manipulate this to a certain extent. We could throw Nature's Rebuke back out and then it'll give us a greater chance to draw something else on the line. Alternatively, we could put this trigger on, so when we play one Damien, we always come down with dominance. But because we have 2 Damiens, I'm not too concerned about dominance, honestly. I would love to get Vincent, so let's put the Nature's Rebuke back on top of the deck. We're doing it like this because with Nature's Rebuke on top of the deck, it means that our other units have a chance to calm down and... Oh, for boost for 4. So at least we know what we're playing against. Shoop deck. Okay, here. Let's move Shoop to the back. Maybe it would have been better to do this to the queen, but I'm okay with this. The reason why you want to keep this is, okay, that comes down. We need... I would like to get a falbo value here. I don't want to do the Joachim de Witt play until he has eaten something up and created a large enough Ekimara for us to hit with Vincent. Vin Kral play here wouldn't be the worst. You know what? It's tricky. It honestly is a little bit tricky just to get this right, because... Okay, let's play Morials here and we can...
Why the nose straps? Does anyone know?
I'm creating a line of play for Felbo to come down. Just a solid, you know... So if he drops anything 3, this is gonna be... I'm just setting that up. So at least we have something for next turn. And once again, I'm just avoiding the Joachim play just now, because in case Vincent is on top of the deck, we need him to at least have 1 leader charge used up. Worst case scenario, I mean, I could just knock this drone down with Joachim. Well, there's his own Joachim.
I shall flog them into submission.
Nothing tickles my tits quite like a good secret.
Okay. It's time. Yeah, the reason I'm doing this now is because now I need actually other... Oh, I said he was there! He was there! He knew it! He heard me! He heard me.
You simply must pay my estate a visit one day.
He heard me. We said, hey, if Vincent's on top of the deck, we need our opponent to use some leader charges, and Vincent's like, I got you, boss. I'm waiting. Activate me. I'm waiting. And unfortunately, that's okay, let's try this again. Now it doesn't matter.
Enough! Let us finish this.
Alright, let's get that going. At least we have... At least that's good news. If the roles were reversed, I would have been the happiest man around. If the Immortal was on top and Vincent was the second one waiting down there, that would have been...
For the Baron!
My thoughts of Yennefer's invocation is very clear.
I don't like men who turn me down.
Yennefer's invo can suck a big fat one. Gosh, that's... I hate that. I hate Yennefer's invo. I can't describe how much that card can just...
We will be together.
Whatever. Like I'm over this game. Like now, it's that tall instant removal, which like Vincent, like I'm. Yeah. It puts such a damper on things. Honestly, like, you could... If we still had our immortal here, we would still be competitive. Wow. That's beautiful. Now that I can appreciate. Yeah, if we still had the immortal in hand, we at least could have been somewhat competitive, but... Whatever. 20 points behind, we're always losing that, unfortunately. So close yet so far. We finally hit a loss on 9. On the 9th game. The Glusty play was amazing. Hats off to the opponent. I really love that Glusty play, but the Yennefer's Invocation can go suck a big fat one. It's just a piece of crap. Any instant removal should be removed from Arena, because... Let's try again.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
Alright, attempt number 2 at 9 wins. Fortunately, have a loss in our belt now. And going up against the imposter, gonna be very, very tough. But I think we're up to the challenge. Let's first get a really good hand. What I really want to do here is I am going to push him right to the limit. Very good. Yeah, I'm going to push this all the way, because this, the imposter ability, as Lars say, easily means that if we play the Volcarl play and we transform into a bear, he can lock that up, pick it up for a...
Who are you to judge us?
Humans are not to be trusted.
Once again, most powerful lock in the game. You can purify that now, but it doesn't do anything. But yeah, we don't want to give him her 14-point leader ability by letting him lock the Volcarl after we've activated the Berserker ability. That's interesting. I have no way with. Am I scared of this? I don't know if I should be scared of that, honestly. Like, if he's playing his own Volcarl, once again, that feels like he does have a Svalbard Priest in hand. Oh, you did have a Svalbard Priest in hand. Okay, let's match this tempo with our Temerian drummer. Am I gonna deal with this? Probably not, unless... Okay, that's fine. We need to give this a status. Let's try Saltkirk first, okay? And then we can Saltkirk. I can do Morialis to bring that down and knock it off with Saltkirk. Alternatively, this could be the part where he... I think we played this. Is this the guy we beat already? With the Svalbard Priest and the 2 Damien de la Tours in hand. Yeah, I think this is the one with he had 2 Damien de la Tours.
The eternal fire casts a long shadow.
Okay, now we're in a very good position. Puts us solidly ahead. Yeah, I think this is the opponent we played. He's gonna... If it is the opponent I'm thinking of, that deck was insanely strong. The only reason we kind of dominated the end game was towards the end, he had the Svalbard Priest next to his Damien de la Tours, and they were coming down to 4 points, which gave Morels and Striga the ability to just kill that off. Maybe we can do something fancy by copying his Damien de la Tour and with an Immortal and our own Volcarl play. We'll see. So it's gonna go for the poison here. I think we can go Joachim here. He just shown his hand.
Into submission.
Oh, that's not good. But what that is
Improvise.
it is a 13-point Selkirk, so I think this is where he's gonna have to lock it up. Yep.
These dogs have no honor.
Yep. That is expected. There's a Damien de la Tour. There it is.
To my dying breath.
Yeah, I think we pass here. We know he's got one more Damien in deck. But I mean, he can't afford to proc those off, so... So now we know he's got one more Damien, he's got a defender in deck, so we need Vincent for his defender. For his Damien, we'll keep the tourney here. There's Volkov for us, that's beautiful. First tech, obviously the first one to go. This could also be a tech against Damien de la Tour, so this might seem weird, but I'm gonna keep this hand as is. And to pass the round, what am I playing to pass the round? Damn it, we need something to pass the round on. Okay, I guess that'll have to be it. We had no problem in beating our opponent last time with points. Points wasn't the issue. The issue we were facing was those two Damiens. My thought is also, if I play Vincarl here, how likely am I to draw Immortals? And just have an Immortal to just proc every turn. No, this has to be the play. The Stricker is also pretty bad right now, the way... Yeah, one needs Stricker. Yeah, Stricker, you can go. I know it's weird, but let's... Trust me on this, it's... Well, look at this Trigger as it never had dominance and only played for a 2-point hit. I want the engine, I want the removal for the taunt, I want the second removal for the Damien. I also would like... that's not bad. That's okay. That's fantastic. Okay, you go first. Vico comes on. I will drop the Vico. That's a very good start. Okay, let's get our engine going here. He's gonna drop the defender, or he'll drop removal, but I'm looking at him thinking, yeah, he's got a Scorch. Alright, very happy to see a Scorch come down. Could have been a lot worse considering we have Joachim de Wits coming down later. So that's a very nice play. If he doesn't remember us, that's great for us, but we remember him. We know what he's running. That's also pretty fine. I think we're okay to do this. It seems very slow, but this is fine. It's our most proactive play we have in our hand. I don't want a Joachim de Wit. If we were to get something like a Field Medic, Aguera, there's a lot of cards here that... There's the...
To be showered with imperial gold.
There is the defender, like we said he would have. So, just like last time, we clear out the defender first. Now, he's got Joachim. Joachim's gonna come out on the second last play. And here he is. This is your... Oh no, this is the Witcher.
Got a job for me?
Let's get rid of that. A little bit of an overkill, but I do feel that the Tony Joust is better than using Falbor here. Falbor is just showing a lot of points that we don't need to do right now. This, I believe, is the Incinerating Trap. So because this is Incinerating Trap, we have to play the... Ooh. Okay.
Evil shalt by fire be punished.
Pitfall Trap. Didn't expect that. Got him some good points, honestly. There's the Damien we were waiting for. We knew he was there. That's why we have the tourney to deal with him. So let's get that right out of there. This is going to be a win. As long as the game plays out similarly to how it did a few games ago, I think we're on the right track. We kept the right cards. We did the right things. He had 3 Damiens in his... What kind of a joke is this?
For the Baron!
What a joke! 3 Damien Delatours. Like, I can't play around 3. Like 2, we played again around 2 perfectly, but a 3rd one right now is... And if he does remember us, this is where...
Do not fear. Find strength in faith.
I'm happy he did that. I'm really happy that the whole reason we're playing a Damien so hard is so we wouldn't give him a 14-point leader ability towards the end. But
I shall break your soul horn, beast.
Run. You'll not get far.
boom. Let's say you beat that. That Damien play was stupid on his part. To do for the Prophet, if he didn't remember. He did not remember that. Yeah, he doesn't remember our game against him. This is where your points were. Anyway, that's 9 wins, 1 loss. Oh, but 9 wins for Skellige! Ha! Man, another 9-win run arena. This has been fun. And I'm glad to see that the new week has come out. I might do a video on this just now. But let's go check out what we've won ourselves. Thank you to all our opponents. Yeah, here he is. Look at that. We played him twice. There is on 6 and 9 wins. We played him twice and both times lost. A beautiful premium Vandergrift. Thank you so much, Arena, for these magnificent rewards and for an awesome run. And that's that. Another 9-win arena. Unfortunate for that 1 loss. Almost had it perfect, but we'll get it. We'll get there someday. Till next time. Peace out and have fun.